I never imagined I'd become the woman who shattered her marriage with a single, venomous remark uttered in a room full of flickering birthday candles and stunned faces. But that's exactly what happened. I'm Amanda, 34, and in one reckless moment, at my husband's birthday party, I torched everything we'd built. The fallout was swift and brutal, leaving me to sift through the ashes of a life I barely recognized and unfolded like a nightmare in slow motion. We were all gathered in our cozy suburban living room in Oak Ridge, singing happy birthday to Ryan, my husband of 8 years. Laughter echoed off the walls, the scent of vanilla cake filling the air. Then, in a flash of pent-up bitterness, I quipped, "You're lucky I didn't abort our kid." The words slipped out with a forced laugh, but they landed like a grenade. The room froze. Ryan's eyes locked onto mine, wide with betrayal, before he wordlessly scooped up the entire cake and strode out the front door. Slamming it behind him, the silence was suffocating. Ryan's mother, Margaret, clutched her pearl necklace, gasping, as if I'd slapped her. My sister-in-law whisked our 7-year-old son, Ethan, out to the backyard, shielding his ears. Guests shifted uncomfortably, murmuring excuses they fled. But let's be real, am I really the monster here? No one knows the invisible weight I've carried for years. The resentment that simmered beneath the surface while Ryan played the perfect dad. After the party imploded, I slumped on the couch staring at the empty cake stand. Part of me itched to call Ryan and beg forgiveness, but a deeper part felt relieved. Finally, the truth I buried had erupted. Not elegantly, sure, but it was out. People judge so easily. Blind to our backstory, I met Ryan at a friend's apartment warming in my mid-20s. Back when I was climbing the corporate ladder in downtown Riverton. He wasn't my usual type, no slick suits or stock portfolios. Ryan was a blue-collar electrician there to fix a wiring issue last minute. His honesty cut through the pretense. No mind games, just raw chemistry that pulled us together like magnets. We were inseparable, moving in together after just 6 months. Then the curveball, pregnancy. A couple of skipped birth control pills. During a brutal work crunch, and my meticulously planned future crumbled. I was 27, eyeing a big promotion, finally chipping away at my student debt. Kids? Not on my horizon for years. Terror gripped me. When I told Ryan, bracing for panic, his face lit up with pure joy, like I'd handed him the stars. "We have options," I whispered that night, voice trembling. "We're not ready financially. Maybe this isn't the time." His expression darkened as if I'd suggested something unforgivable. That's when he opened up about his past childhood in foster care, bounced between 7 homes after his parents vanished when he was 5. No roots, no unconditional love. He'd vowed to break the cycle, to give his kids a family that screamed wanted. "This is my shot at what I never had," he pleaded, eyes glistening. "Please, Amanda, don't take it from me. How could I argue? My ambitions versus his scars?" I felt cornered, guilt twisting like a knife. Every doubt I voiced wounded him, making me the villain. So I relented, convincing myself we'd make it work, that Ryan would be the equal partner he promised. That motherhood wouldn't derail my dreams. Ethan arrived after a grueling pregnancy, followed by postpartum fog I shoved aside. I waited for that mythical maternal bliss, but instead resentment bloomed. This tiny, demanding being symbolized everything I'd sacrificed. Ryan, though? He thrived in fatherhood, bonding effortlessly while I juggled it all. The years blurred into exhaustion. Daycare dashes, midnight feedings, intimacy fading to dust. I returned to work at 4 months postpartum, pumping in office restrooms, proving I could have it all. But reality bit hard. I rushed from boardrooms to pickups. Always late, always failing. Ryan balanced his shifts with playtime, earning devoted dad praise. Me? Labeled unreliable for the same. "You work too much," he'd sigh when I missed Ethan's first steps, as if I chose the late nights. When he left early for doctor visits, he was heroic. I was distracted by family. The breaking point hit during my review 3 years in. I'd poured blood into a senior role weekend, sacrificed, ideas sharp as ever. But my boss with his stay-at-home spouse passed me over for Jessica. "She can handle the travel better," he said, avoiding my gaze, "with your ... situation." That night, I walked in on Ryan and Ethan giggling over a puzzle fort. Jealousy surged. I couldn't share my defeat, couldn't face his subtle relief. From then on, self-sabotage crept in, missed deadlines blamed on mom duties, skipped events under the guise of family needs. Our marriage devolved into snide jabs and cold shoulders. I scrolled social media enviously, eyeing friends' jet-setting lives while our debt mounted from my compensatory splurges designer outfits. Salon visits to mask the void. The week before Ryan's birthday was a powder keg. He texted about a low-key gathering, family and friends at home. No input from me, just a decree. Last year, I blanked on his birthday amid a project crunch. He never forgot. Now he planned it himself, like I was incompetent. Fuming, I detoured to the upscale mall in Riverton, splurging on a dress we couldn't afford. Home with no dinner prep, just a luxury bag. Ryan's disapproval was palpable. We agreed to cut back, he said, eyeing it. The bills are piling up, I snapped. Sorry for treating myself after slaving at work, raising a kid, and now your party. Ethan peeked in, wide-eyed. Fighting again? Ryan switched to cheerful dad. Mo ushering him away, leaving me isolated in their unbreakable bond. Next morning, Margaret called, offering to help with the party since Amanda's so tied up with her job. Her tone dripped judgment, like my career was a selfish whim. Overhearing her gossip to Ryan's sister, Ryan's an incredible father, especially with Amanda always glued to her screen. Ethan's fortunate to have one parent fully there. Party day. I scrubbed the house spotless while Ryan coached Ethan's soccer game, another fun dad win. Frosting the homemade cake store-bought? Unthinkable for Margaret, I fantasized about an alternate life. Unburdened, ambitious, free. That what-if festered. The comma exploded amid the cheers. Ryan's knife hovered, his gaze shattered. He set it down, grabbed the cake, and vanished. Sarah, Ryan's cousin, lowered her phone. Had she filmed? Margaret wheezed. How could you say that in front of Ethan? Shame crashed over me as Ethan was hustled out. Did he hear? Understand? I didn't mean it, I mumbled, but deep down a sliver of truth lingered. I loved Ethan but resented the forced path, the autonomy stolen, guests evaporated. I texted Ryan. I'm sorry, that was awful. Come home. Silence, calls to voicemail. At 1 a.m., his brother Jake answered icily. He's here, doesn't want to talk. Ethan's fine, asleep. Ryan will drop him tomorrow. By morning, notifications exploded. Sarah's video viral on social media, my laugh. The quip, context stripped. Monstrous. Ryan dropped Ethan curbside, kissing his head. Call you later, bud. Ethan bolted inside, no hug for me. Please talk. I begged. Not now, need space. Staying at Jake's. Day 4, Ryan's car in the drive. Inside, he packed. Taking leave. Ethan and I are going to my parents. Panic. You can't take him. His eyes steel. My lawyer says otherwise. Given your words in the video, we'll get temporary custody. He left a lawyer's card. Divorce loomed. 3 months on, isolation reigned. House silent. Ryan and Ethan at Margaret's. Proceedings favored him for primary custody. I got supervised visits twice weekly, like a threat to my own son. The video poisoned everything. School parents shunned me, boss concerned about morale. Therapy with Dr. Thompson, a calm woman in her 50s, was court-mandated but eye-opening. I confessed regrets, the unspoken bitterness. Visits with Ethan gutted me. Third one, Mommy, did you not want me? Heart splintered. Of course I did. I love you most. Then why say that? Grown-ups say dumb things when mad. Not true. Pre-hearing weekend. Park swings. Supervisor distant. Ethan fidgeted. Helped Dad clean garage. Found your old box. Dread. What box? Letters. Dad got sad, said private. From before me. Don't tell you. The journal. College sophomore. Secret abortion from a fling. Pre-Ryan buried deep. Emergency session. Ryan found my old abortion journal. Never told him. Dr. Thompson. Might explain his pain, your words echoing a real past. Clarity. He saw my quip as taunt, proof I'd choose termination again. Pre-hearing. Coffee with Ryan. I know about the journal. Ethan slipped. He tensed. Wasn't using it in court. No games. Just ... I get why it cut deep. Connected to my history. He confessed. Found it packing 2 years ago. Didn't confront. You're right. But it explained your hesitation with Ethan, the distance. I hoped you'd warm up, I proposed. You take primary custody. You're the dad he needs. I'll have weekends, dinners, holidays. Support him fully. Why? Honesty. You thrive in this. I fight it. Ethan deserves joy, not my resentment. 2 weeks later, packing Ethan's room for Ryan's new Riverton apartment felt final yet freeing. Ethan buzzed. Visit lots? Always, alone, tracing Ethan's height marks, I reflected. That party bomb, not total loss. Freedom from facade. Redefining. Motherhood my way. No fairy tale redemption, still flawed, still grieving. But facing truths? A start, Ryan texted. Ethan grinning in his new room. Settled. You okay? Getting there. One step forward.